think that could be a sight we're going to see a bit more of on men's one, of frustrated climbers down on the mats.
Absolutely. That is an impressively solid heel hook from Solsa.
Yeah, she's looked very solid on that section of moves through the zone. She'll bump up now onto the dual texture hold. So this was where we saw her fall last time. It was the next bump up.
There she goes.
This time she looked absolutely solid as can be, and with 50 seconds to go, you'd have thought this would be her last attempt. She won't need another attempt. Solsa, first top of the semi-final in Wujiang. Ends 2. Julia Chanori, you might be able to hear through our microphones, a French crowd giving her plenty of encouragement. 25 seconds left for her to find something. Long since secured the zone, so this is for the top. Slaps up with the right hand, teeth gritted. She's giving this one absolutely everything, and she's got the high foot. Are we about to see a top from Julia Chanori? It would be 2 from 2 if she could do it. She is off to a flyer in this semi-final, Julia Chanori. Yeah, this is for Taba on number 3.
Easy.
Yeah, actually didn't hit the sweet spot on that left one. You could see she had to bump up to it. So then this proving to be the crux, coming right towards our camera.
Oh.
I'm still not quite sure how she hung on to that.
No, that was a good angle to see just how hard she had to fight with those 3 fingers to hold that screw on.
For Tabarito, just needs to match and she will have a very well-earned top. It was a penultimate move that looked absolutely desperate. Still hasn't quite found a way to free up her right hand. Now she has. So the semi-finals, the first chance to see everyone competing on the same boulders, and Yanya absolutely strolling through it as it stands. Here's for Tabarito. This is number 4. She's got 1 top and 3 zones so far for Taba, so really needs this if she wants to progress any further.
Making that foot switch look pretty casual.
Miho Nanaka still leading the way. Should be safely into the final, no problems for her at all. But Fataba's got 2 minutes 15 to salvage something here. Attempts could be crucial as well.
See if she decides to go to the middle of that hold.
Ah, it's beautifully done from Fatabarito.
Relative.
Jakob Schubert, I suspect this might be a round of boulders he might enjoy. Got to get the job done on number 1 first though. What method will he use? Right foot in place. There it goes, slightly more dynamically.
There we go. Yeah, I would be surprised if he was able to go left hand to the zone like the other guys have before him, so we'll see what he's able to do there.
Let's have a look what Kokoro can do on number 2. Yeah, like you say, that toe hook doesn't look quite as comfortable. Superb flexibility and precision to drop the left foot down. Got himself in a very powerful position, but he manages to get the feet on and he manages to find the top. For them, it looked a long way. Kai using the shorter climber method, using that screw on the left-hand side of the barrel volume on men's 3. Squeezing his way up the volumes. Penultimate hold beckons now, that blue one. It looks very solid. He'll need to do something with his feet. If you cut loose on this move, really tough. Oh, and hugs that triangular volume with both his feet. This could be the most controlled top out we've seen if he pulls it off. Oh, that's lovely work from the world champion. Him down. It's going to be very tight for that last spot in the men's final. Kai Harada, if he can find a top, will be into the final and we will be done and dusted. This time he sticks to the zone. He'll creep out left now. This for a place in the final for Kai Harada. He'd become only the 3rd man with 3 tops. What method will he use with 30 seconds to go? Unlikely he'd have time for another good attempt. Left hand lands. creeps her feet across. And the second really nice top in a row for...
So spanned out between that foot, the hand, the other foot, and she's kind of starfished. So I wonder if this time again we'll see something different. Though that was her closest try, so that might be the method she keeps trying.
1 minute 5 now left for Jessie. Going without the zone this time. And it works perfectly. Held the swing well. Now matched on the penultimate volume. Gets the left foot in place. Chooses actually to use a heel hook just to make the top even more secure. Top
forward, and hard, you know, so that suits her style really well.
Hard is Yan's style.
You know, and there's no moves that are really low percentage, you know, so, you know, sometimes that just forces a couple falls, but this one is just hard.
Foot slips from Yanya. What will she do? Chooses to put the right toe up, and now we'll head up to the zone with the right hand followed by the left. So this is a move that stopped everyone apart from Akio Noguchi. Yanya straight through it.
You can see her pinching the upper left side of that banana hold.
Okay, she's into the penultimate hold. The top beckons. Yanya Garnbrett, boulder 2. Flash for her. She becomes the first care of that. She has 2 tops, and she is in the very familiar position of being out in the lead. Just after this, there was a slight slip, but looked in cruise control from there on out.
Almost whiffed that finish by just kind of punching type, so much advantage of all the time that I have and get right on the wall. So I'm always impressed with people who have the self-control to keep looking at the boulder and take that much time to really give a quality first attempt.
Creeps through the right hand, no problem up with the left.
Didn't use the same pushing method that we saw the first 2 climbers use.
No, and she hasn't pinched the top of that right hand volume either.
But it was no problem for her. We're seeing her make quick progress at that beginning, which was giving I and Julia such trouble.
So zone now for Akio Noguchi. She'll pop out, grab the right hand. And what will she do with the feet? She definitely can't go from there. She'll have to do something with them, get them a little bit higher. And this looks very promising. Those feet are a little more tenuous than they look, but there's nothing wrong with the top hold for Akio. Flash for her.
Before, so.
I think she is going to try and stop on it, and does. Incredible contact strength from Mori.
Yeah, really cool method there.
And she's got the job done now. I mentioned earlier about those 2 screw-on holds. That's what she's trying to leave behind. There's the second screw-on with the left hand, and then you've got to get your foot up high. Mori lining it up. This would be her 3rd top. It would actually put her in the lead at this stage. The left hand's up there, and the right will join it. Top for Mori. Pushing her jump. I wasn't confident she could do it the way that Julia Chanaudy was trying it. You can see how far the jump looked just to get there. It was hard to imagine she would then pull on and keep the momentum. She found a way that worked for her. And yeah, she is in the lead. Yeah, it certainly looks like he can do it. I said it earlier on, he's the only climber in this final who hasn't won an IFSC World Cup or World Championship in bouldering, but he did win the Youth Olympics. So it's a very, very strong men's final. This time he holds his own. Now he's somehow got to try and get on top of it, or is he going to come back left?
Yeah, I think mantle the zone. Probably.
Yeah, he's supposed to mantle the zone, but I think he's got a different idea. The problem is you can't really hang on the top hold.
Yeah, kind of press into it. Yeah, just like that, just like that.
Just like, whoa!
Different because Tomoa was in the final, but for sure, like, I knew I have a tough field against me, for sure.
Tomoa, no problem up to the zone. That's the 2nd time he's tried it. First time he succeeded. Goes up with the left hand. That's how you do it. Leaves onto the right foot, and he finds the first top of this men's final. Oh, it was amazing. Look at this method. He just stands up. Bosh.
Yeah, he moves really fast. on that move, so he gets really high on the volume.
Yeah, and again, the speed he went to the zone hold. Every movement was fast. It was like a snake bite,
Yeah, he's
jumping for some slap the right hand.
Yeah, it might be as well. And we haven't seen anyone try going high with right hand and kicking your foot.
No. Oh, goes one-handed. Amazing power from Jakob Schubert. Now he's off up to the zone. Needs to get the heel hook. There it is. Now cross through to this big volume, and then you've got to squeeze and squeeze and squeeze while you free the left hand up. Could ideally do with swapping that right hand around. There it is. You're almost grimacing on his behalf. These moves are so powerful. There's the top. And he's choosing to start it statically. You can actually take a little run at this. Now he'll creep out to the left, get himself on top of that grey ball, hopefully, and then there's a tiny, tiny green foothold in the middle of the blue panel, directly underneath the left-hand green volume.
Yeah, so we will see him step there in a second.
Yeah, there it is.
Small green one.
Just appeared for a second.
Usually everyone is just trying to climb as safe as possible, so that's why we're not seeing too many dynamic moves if they're not necessary.
Sadly, the curtain is in the way there. Let's go back to our man on the mats. Creeping up, so Keita Dohi has been up here already. That's the right foothold. It was absolutely tiny. He's got to try and grab that volume. This time it looks better. This is not an easy move though. There's no black tape. He is entitled to put his right foot out there. And that is a top. Doesn't have to jump for the top. So with Kokora Fuji still to come, the podium will not be set, let alone the order, until the last climber. Kai Harada absolutely flying so far. Crosses through the right hand. This is the move that's proved problematic so far, but not for Kai. Top hold is massive, but can he free up his left hand well enough to go for it? Gets the right heel hook in place, Kai. Pinching with all he's got. Tops boulder 4. Kai Harada, first person to top that one.
Wow.
And he'll get the zone pretty quickly. That's about all that's required. A top seals it completely. And also a zone.
If the Moa gets zone in 6 tries.
Yeah, so
There are a lot of tries and everyone had a zone so far, so